Guthrie, and welcome to another segment of It's All About Guthrie. Well, if it's April, we know it's 89er time. We are so fortunate here in Guthrie to be the only officially designated 89er celebration city in the entire state of Oklahoma. So designated by proclamation by our governor every single month. So it is a great time to be in Guthrie. It's a great time to tell people all about Guthrie. And we are so fortunate to have with us today Dave Wolek, who is the chairman of the 89er Committee, and Keely Coldiron, who is the 2016 89er Queen. Dave, let me start out with you. Of course, the 89er celebration is a recognition of the land run of April 22nd, 1889. Mm-hmm. And I think for about 87 years, the American Legion Post, LeBron Post, has been the host sponsor of that celebration here in Guthrie. Can you tell us a little bit about all of the activities, the events that are going on during the 89er celebration week here in Guthrie?
It all starts on Tuesday night, April 19th, with a chuck wagon feed and auction. On Wednesday night, the carnival opens. And also at the Guthrie Library, along with the Oklahoma City Zoo, is presenting a program called The Little Sod House on the Prairie. Beginning at 5 p.m., that's at the Guthrie Library. On Thursday night, April 21st, the vendors and food trucks cram into downtown Guthrie. On Friday night, enjoy Gassers, Geezers, and Hogs along Oklahoma. The Old Timers baseball game in Squires Field. The Big Wheel Race brought to you by the Kiwanis Club. Also the storytelling spree in front of the post office, sponsored by the Territory Tellers in the city of Guthrie. And on Saturday, April 23rd, check out the largest parade in Oklahoma, the 87th annual 89er Day Parade, which will be shown on GTV 20. Also on Saturday night, military veterans bull riding and the Bad Shotgun Show at the Logan County Fairgrounds, and an 89er dance at the American Legion. Also, don't forget to get your 89er Day buttons. You can find more info about those and the week's events on 89erdays.com or on facebook.com/89erdays.
Lots of things going on all week long, family-focused activities, really a great time, and congratulations to the American Legion for the 87th year sponsoring this grand event for Guthrie. It is a super thing. And speaking of super, let's talk a little bit with our 89er Queen. Keely, first of all, congratulations on being selected as the 89er Queen this year. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 18 years old and I was born and raised in Perry, Oklahoma. I have a rich family history with this event. My great-great-grandmother actually participated in the land run and moved her family out of Cold Iron, Kentucky to stake their claim.
Wow.
In '89. So it was a really fun event whenever I found out that I had family history and I had rich ties with this, and that's really what prompted me to come here and to come do this event.
So Keely, that's kind of interesting that you had ancestors that came from Cold Iron, Kentucky, and that's your name. So you're named after, your ancestors have a city that's named after them in Kentucky?
Yes, they do. It's on the west side. My great-great-grandmother Daisy Lemon met my great-grandfather in Cold Iron, Kentucky. I think his father was the doctor in Cold Iron, Kentucky, so they named it after him. And they moved, I believe, here. They both moved here and met here, got married, and had a family, and they made the Cold Irons, and they united the Lemon and the Cold Iron family.
That is that's amazing, and it's a fantastic part of the tradition and the history that we're celebrating during this 89er week with the land run. Your family was involved with it, and it's a great segue that you're continuing that on as the Queen. So tell me a little bit about the Queen competition. What all happens at the Queen competition?
The Queen competition consists of a horsemanship, a dismount and interview, which is in your arena. You do your horsemanship pattern, you dismount, and you tell the judges about yourself, sometimes about your horse. They'll ask you various questions from the 89er celebration, how many queens there are, when the tradition started, what year it is, anything like that can be asked, as well as personality questions about yourself and about your horse, parts of the saddle, horse knowledge, equine science, anything can be asked.
Okay.
Then you also have your speech. This year's speech was at the Roma's Italian restaurant, and it was really nice. And then they go and tally up scores, see which girl is best fit, and announce the queen and crown.
Well, congratulations again on that. What was your speech about?
My speech was actually about the family history that I have with
Wonderful.
this town.
Wonderful.
It's great to be able to have that rich history, and it's great to be able to share my history with everyone.
The 89er parade is the largest parade, the longest parade in Oklahoma, and we're very, very proud of that. And you're obviously going to be riding Royal through that the whole length of the parade. What other kinds of activities happen for the Queen during that 89er week?
Well, we're going to be attending the Chuck Wagon Feed. We're going to be helping raffle off those items. I'm going to be reading to the children at the Guthrie Library.
Fantastic. You know what time that's going to be?
I think it's supposed to be around 10.
Around 10 o'clock. Great. Would be a great thing to bring the kids to.
Yeah, it is. I think it was a really cool idea. I'm glad it got set up. I'm going to be bringing some crowns so the girls can wear crowns too, and some candy. I'm going to ask them some questions.
That's always good.
Prompt with candy, hopefully if they remember. But I'm probably most looking forward to the parade because I've heard a lot about it.
And you have the Queen's Breakfast.
Yes, the Queen's
the morning
Breakfast.
of the parade, right? And that's all the past queens are invited to come to that.
Yes.
The second oldest queen, Eddie Lou Halsey, will be there. Do you know approximately how many queens there have been?
I think right now there are 61 living queens, but the tradition started in 1939. So there have been quite a few queens that have been in 89ers, and it's definitely been a very fun, rich tradition, and I'm glad it's held on because a lot of pageants don't have the tradition anymore, and they don't have the rich history that this pageant does. So I'm glad that this pageant has gone on as long as it has.
Well, fantastic. Again, congratulations to you. Look forward to seeing you on Royal and in many of the activities that are going on during that entire week. We have the great opportunity to once again host 89er Celebration Days right here in Guthrie, America. We're so pleased to be able to host that. We're pleased that the Territorial Museum, where we're filming this today, we're in front of a fantastic mural here that reflects the land run of 1889. Again, the history, the birth of Guthrie, the birthplace of Guthrie that became the territorial capital, and then the first state capital, of course. So we have a tremendous and rich history here in Guthrie that we celebrate. Also, I'd like to just mention that during April we also are having a particular focus on our cleanup, fix up, paint up, spruce up throughout the whole community. We are reflecting a sponsorship of streets throughout our city, as well as parts of the trail through Highland Park and Mineral Wells Park. You can adopt a segment of the trail or adopt a segment of the street and help clean that up. Towards the middle of the month of April, we have a focus, but going on through the entire month, we want to fix up, spruce up, paint up all those areas of our parks as well as our neighborhoods throughout Guthrie, America. So thank you for joining us for this segment of It's All About Guthrie. Tune in next month for another special occasion that we celebrate the great city that we live in. Thank you very much.